For nearly 130 years, the University of Findlay has built its reputation around a single strength, serving the needs of its students. The founding of what was then Findlay College in 1882 was in response to the desire of the Churches of God General Conference and the citizens of Findlay for an institution of higher education to serve the needs of the church and the small but growing city. Construction began in fall 1883, and when Old Main opened for classes on September 1, 1886, the building was the largest single college building west of the Appalachian Mountains, and the only one in the world heated with natural gas. Findlay College was, from its beginning, a liberal arts institution, but before the turn of the century, it acquired the Findlay Business College and a conservatory of music, and later added a normal school to educate teachers, all programs serving the needs of the community. Findlay has continued that tradition of serving student and community needs. As it has grown in recent decades, the university's faculty have developed new and innovative programs in response to the changing needs of society. The 1950s were a decade of physical growth for the institution. Old Main's first floor was extended to add to the library, with the cave, a new student union, beneath it in the basement. Myers Residence Hall was built for the men and Lovett Residence Hall for women students. Expansion continued at an explosive pace through the 1960s, with 8 buildings added to campus. The Alumni Memorial Union, Brewer Science Hall, Egner Fine Arts Center, Maury Fox and Deming Residence Halls, Schaefer Library and Croy Physical Education Center were opened, and Bear Residence Hall followed in 1970. Similar growth in academic programs followed the construction boom, with a series of new programs introduced, including equestrian studies, established in 1976, followed by a pre-veterinary program in 1982. To accommodate working adults, Findlay had offered night classes throughout most of its history. Another step forward was the weekend college program, founded in 1979 as one of the first in the state of Ohio. It was a favorite of working adults, and some couples took advantage of it to put first one spouse, then the other, through their degree programs. Ed Erner, who served as dean and later vice president, recalled those times as ones of dreaming about the future, trying to determine which new programs and people would help Findlay College not only to survive, but to thrive. The equestrian and pre-vet programs were followed by the Nuclear Medicine Institute in 1984, and the nation's first bachelor's degree in hazardous waste studies in 1986. Randy Van Dyne recalled being recruited by Luke Bartolomeo from OH Materials Corp. To help teach the initial courses in the new program. "We were trying to design courses to meet the needs of employers in a new, emerging industry," Van Dyne said. They were so successful that the program grew to about 300 students at one point, and has kept current as it morphed into what is now Environmental Safety and Occupational Health Management. It later added the training arm now known as the All Hazards Training Center. As then Findlay College celebrated its centennial in 1982, the Division of Teacher Education decided to mark the occasion by establishing a special children's art collection with 4 pieces of art donated by Dr. August and Alita Mazza. Founder Jerry Mallett recalls that the art collection, originally displayed in the basement of Schaefer Library, grew rapidly. Within a couple of years, a Mazza School Extension program began to educate area school teachers and children about picture book art and literacy. And as the number of books continued to grow, we ran out of room. From its humble beginning and through the generosity of community supporters, the Mazza Museum became a separate facility. Its collection has grown to include more than 4,000 works of children's picture book art. It is the first and largest teaching museum dedicated to the genre. The expansion of programs led to Findlay College becoming the University of Findlay in 1989. The same year it introduced its first new master's degree program, teaching English to speakers of other languages, or TESOL, in nearly 50 years. After a hiatus of nearly 2 decades, construction began again in 1989 with the opening of the Gardner Fitness Center and the addition of an environmental resource training center on Route 12 east of Findlay. In 1990, the front lawn of Old Main was renovated, with the Griffith Memorial Arch moved back 30 feet, turned and inscribed with the University of Findlay on the reverse. During the decade, the Frost Science Center was added to Brewer Hall, and the Gardner Fine Arts Pavilion was constructed to house arts programs and the growing Mazza Museum. Later in the decade, the Brewer Center for the Health Sciences, Cosiano Health Center, Stout Alumni Center, and Kaler Fitness and Recreation Complex joined the list of new facilities. As the university continued to grow by building on its strengths, the graduate program in TESOL was followed by 7 more master's degrees, including education, business administration, environmental safety and health management, occupational therapy, physical therapy, athletic training, and liberal studies. Graduate programs in the health professions, education, and business administration have been areas of particular growth for the university. Shiv Gupta, who helped to develop the framework and content for the MBA, stressed the importance of updated content and current delivery methods at both the undergraduate and graduate levels. Occupational therapy, physical therapy, and physician assistant are among the programs added over the past 2 decades that have helped to fuel the growth. The 6-year Doctor of Pharmacy program graduated its first pharmacists in May 2010, and the first doctors of physical therapy will graduate in 2011. Another area in which Findlay was a leader was the adoption of technology in teaching, which led to the introduction of online courses, including UF's first all-online program, developed by the MBA faculty in 1999. It was later named one of the 39 best online grad programs by U.S. News & World Report, and is now one of the 20 largest in the country. The MBA was followed by an online master's in environmental safety and health management and online degree completion programs in business, criminal justice, and environmental science. The university grew both through construction and acquisition of nearby buildings from 2000 on, beginning with the construction of the Zahler Townhouse Apartments in 2001. In 2003, Weinbrenner Theological Seminary opened a new facility adjacent to UF on North Main Street, allowing the 2 institutions to share some facilities and services. The same year, the university acquired the former Weinbrenner Village Nursing Home to use as residence rooms, offices, and kitchen facilities for the Hospitality Management Program. Academic programs have greatly benefited from the acquisition of the former Owens Community College campus at 300 Davis Street, which has provided classroom space and new laboratories for biology, chemistry, pharmacy, and education, along with faculty and staff offices and conference and seminar rooms. Its additional 62,000 square feet, opened in fall 2007, represents the largest addition of academic space since the construction of Old Main. A 9,000 square foot addition greatly expanded the Mazza Museum, and in 2009, the Dr. C. Richard Beckett Animal Science Building was opened at the Animal Sciences Center on Route 68, and the Reek Center was acquired as a biology field station. The university offers professional arts performances, as well as numerous opportunities for students to perform in musical organizations and display their artwork, providing a well-rounded campus experience, enhanced by a wide range of artistic expression. Athletics play an important role on campus as well, with students, alumni, and community members supporting the various teams in their endeavors. The university has won national championships in equestrian competition, basketball, football, and wrestling. In this decade alone, UF has collected 5 national championships by the Western Equestrian Team, 1 championship and 2 reserve championships by the English Equestrian Team, and the 2009 National Championship by the Men's Basketball Team. The academic quality of the student body has continued to increase, led by strong entry requirements in science and health professions. Faculty members regularly work with both undergraduate and graduate students on research to learn and increase knowledge, and students present regularly at local, regional, national, and international conferences. Student achievement is recognized through the addition of highly regarded academic honor societies, including Mortarboard, Phi Kappa Phi, and Sigma Xi, which add a new dimension to university life for both students and faculty. University faculty continue to strive for excellence, mentoring each other through the Center for Teaching Excellence, which shares new ways to approach teaching in UF classrooms through a teaching academy and learning assessment. A host of activities on campus throughout the year add to the spirit and enjoyment for students, faculty, and staff, including concerts, exhibits, presentations, and friendly competitions. The university benefits greatly from strong, stable, and dedicated support staff. Good-natured fun adds to the atmosphere on campus as people go about their day with hard work, patience, and humor. The University of Findlay continues to grow and change, keeping pace with the needs of students and the demands of an ever-changing society. It is the contributions of faculty and staff that keep the academic coursework fresh and challenging, and that make the campus experience well-rounded, varied, and fun. It is the people of Findlay that make the university home to students year after year. They open their hearts to the needs and challenges of each individual student, helping them to do more and to become more than they ever thought possible.